Hello, folks. Today I would like to talk about an argument I've heard a lot from a lot of different folks, and it's the "you won't do shit" type argument, right? That's the main draw. I see it posted on the chans a lot. I see it posted in political discussion that the political right will not do anything about being oppressed, about stolen elections, about all of this other shenanigans, about being called maggots, about being shot in the street like dogs during certain events, and then the prosecutors declining to do anything about it, right? And so we can try and we can justify or play games or dance around the subject, but I would argue that we are doing something about it. That the 8 million men currently that could be working that aren't, who are not seeking employment, the massive and growing gap in the economy that the government needs for its tax base, that society needs, the electricians, the HVACs, all of these people, your plumbers, your trash men, your everything that's falling apart, your Ohio train derailments, your bloody explosions at chemical plants, all of these things. That's what we're doing about it. When you say we won't do shit, no, we are doing something about it. You just don't understand what we're doing. And it's very clear what we're doing about it. It's very clear what the silent majority and what the hardworking people that built this country are doing about it. And that's literally nothing. And doing nothing about something is not the same as not doing shit about it. When you're not contributing to society, that is the it is the ultimate form of protest. There is another, I guess it's the penultimate. There is one other form of protest, but we're not going to talk about that because that involves violence, and I'm not a fan of violence, right? I like things peaceful, I like things nice and relaxed. And so trying to engage in sort of, violent, disruptive protest, I don't think is what we should be doing. I think we should embrace not contributing to society, embrace retiring early, embrace being a leech, embrace getting on welfare, embrace getting on disability, embrace being a veteran, embrace all of these things. Get your government gives me dat. Become the N-word. Become the welfare kings, boys. Become the kings. If you can't get to a position where you can retire, or you don't want to go about that route, that's not in the cards for you. You're not economically smart enough to do something like that. I get it. It's not very difficult, but a lot of people have that challenge in life. Literally, just do nothing. Look at the mathematics behind what every single race generates, or what every single race makes for taxes for the government. Blacks, for instance, cost the government around $800,000 per African American over their entire lifespan. Same with every other race, and same with women. The only people that make a positive dent in our tax bracket are white men. So every single white man that says, I'm not interested in working, I'm not interested in contributing to society, I'm not going to get the full-time job, I'm going to take the pizza delivery place job away from the Zoomer, I'm going to take the cashier job away from the Zoomer, I'm going to work the 20 hours a week to pay my rent and live a minimalist lifestyle. I don't need a car. I don't need the Frappuccino. I don't need the avocado toast. I'm good with my rice and beans. The people that are doing that are the ones that are doing shit. We are doing stuff. We're ripping this society. We're crashing this plane with no survivors, and we're not going to hold it up anymore. And if we don't, the WEF, the World Economic Forum, the U.S. government, all of these visions just start tumbling down. It's the end of Evangelion sort of scenario here. And you can reject all of this just by not doing shit. So just don't do it. People are crying because you won't do shit, and they don't understand that's the point. We're not going to do shit anymore. There is no reason to do shit anymore. There is no reason to help out society. There's no reason for me to pay X amount of dollars in tax dollars to the government ever again. Fuck it, tax me on the milk I buy. Tax me on the, 25-pound bags of rice I purchase occasionally. Okay, that's all you're getting, I'm not helping you by making $1 million for a wife and child because I've not been gifted those things by the society. I'm a patriarchal male, dude. I am the head of my family unit. I am the, since my father passed away, I am the king of my household and the king of this family, and I reign over my immediate family. How horrible. Deal with it. I, protect them because I have the funds to, but I'm not protecting. Another thing is, when we're not doing shit, we're not protecting random people either. I'm not interested in protecting LaQuisha when she gets hit in the head with a brick. I don't care. It's not my problem. Like, you're not entitled to my protection. I'm not entitled to a wife and family if I can support one, right? That used to be the old deal about society, is if you could support a family, odds are you were going to have one, And this wasn't like a tiny, section of society if you just look at it. The American dream used to exist. The American dream, 98% of the people, this is from, not a right-wing source, this is from, whatchamacallit, starts with a B, whatever. Just trust me on the statistics. I can get them later if anyone cares. I doubt anyone does. But 98% of the people that had an income above minimum wage and didn't go to prison used to be able to have a family and have a nice life and go up an economic bracket. If you did just those two things, you stayed out of prison and you had a job, there was a 98% chance that you were going to go from poverty to middle class within 1 or 2 generations. And it did not take a long time. This happened across American history right up until the boomers. Right up until the boomers, this was the standard of the American dream. If you came here and you had at least a minimum wage job and you worked 40 hours a week, you were almost guaranteed a family, you're almost guaranteed to go up an economic bracket. If you came here with nothing, complete poverty, you would be middle class. Your kids or their kids would eventually be, if they did these things and lived good lives and were good people, they would eventually go from middle class to upper class, and then they would stay there and they would live perfectly fine lives for generations and generations until the boomers messed it all up, until we destroyed everything with wokeness, with the sexual liberation. So I don't want to hear it. I don't care. We won't do shit, and that's fine. That's great. But when we won't do shit, that means we're not protecting you when someone throws a brick at you. Not our problem. Deal with it.